Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, please.
Text 141. I was delighted to hear his words. Even though I was hungry, I did not go to his home, but I bowed down before him and following the path he showed, at once went to the palace. From far away, I heard unprecedented tumultuous sounds of the worship of the Lord of the universes. I asked a question of the people there. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the sounds were wonderful singing and instrumental music. The questions asked may have been, where is the Lord of the universes? Or what are these sounds? Understanding that the Lord of the universes was there, I not stopped anyone, quickly entered to see him. There before my eyes I saw him, a conch shell, disc, lotus, and club in the splendid hands of his four handsome arms. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that he understood either one, where the sounds were coming from, or where the Lord of the universes was. Without being stopped by anyone, he quickly entered the temple. All his limbs very handsome, splendid as a new cloud, dressed in yellow silk, rich with a garland of forest flowers, decorated with golden ornaments, his youthful form beyond description, his face a full moon, his smile nectar, his eyes lotus flowers. Worshipped by his devoted servants with a host of rare and glorious things, seeing the dancing and other entertainments played before him, sitting on a wonderful throne and served with a flood of paraphernalia. Filled with bliss again and again, I fell down as a stick to offer obeisances. I thought, today I saw what I wished to see. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Mataji, do you want to go ahead? Just a minute.
Yes, Mataji. Now my birth is a success. I will never leave this place. By the Vaishnava's mercy, I happily lived there. O Brahmana, I ate the prasadam of Lord Vishnu, saw the great festival of his worship, heard the glories of worshipping him, and secretly chanted my mantra with great care. Still from my heart, the beauty of Brajabhumi and the happiness of playing as a cowherd boy never left my heart. Srila Sanatana Goswami quotes the following verse glorifying the prasadam of Lord Vishnu. Shadbhir masopavasaitu yat phalam parikirtitam Vishnur naivedya sikthanam bhunjatam tat kalau yuge. In Kali Yuga, they who eat Lord Vishnu's prasadam attain the same result said to be gained by fasting for 6 months. The word kadachit here means awake or even asleep. Happily staying there for some days, I developed a great yearning to worship the Lord in that way. The king, who was sonless and who, seeing my good character, affectionately considered me his adopted son, even though I was a foreigner. Soon died. Inheriting his kingdom, I increased the bliss of the worship of Lord Vishnu. Every day, many saintly devotees enjoyed his prasadam. Not attached to any of this, I remained as before. I chanted my mantra and I ate the Lord's prasadam. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that by the mantra's power, he remained unattached to the royal opulences there. He continued to live as an unattached, penniless person, as he had before he inherited the kingdom. He accepted only the Lord's prasadam, and that only to maintain his body. Although I divided the kingdom among the king's associates, still it made me very unhappy. Although I divided the kingdom among the king's associates, still it made me very unhappy. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that a kingdom does not please an intelligent Vaishnava. Hare Krishna. I will pause here, Mataji.
Yeah. It's amazing what mantra can do. It's so amazing. The renunciation he has within for the opulence, for the opulences that has come in his life, and also the attraction he has for that Vrajabhumi, and not so greatly attracted to the opulent way of seeing the Lord, worshipping the Lord. It's amazing that how mantra can influence our desire from within, our attachment specifically to something. So much so that the mantra devata, is influencing the Upasaka. That's amazing. The glory of the mantra is so nicely, the potency and the glory of the mantra is revealed so nicely in this Gopakumara's Katha, the Brhad Bhagavatamrta. Mantra is no different from the mantra devata who is a Shaktiman. Yes, and I think I can read the next one if I can see well. Which shloka is that, Mataji?
155, Mataji.
155, Mataji.
Okay, 155. I will read it. Sometimes I was afraid of other kingdoms. Sometimes the emperor's orders curtailed my independence. And sometimes a pious person would not eat the prasadam of the Lord of the universes because it had been touched by someone else or carried outside. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that these bewildered Brahmanas were concerned that the prasadam may have been touched by a non-Brahmana. The prasadam of the Lord never becomes contaminated. This is confirmed by the following words of the Vishnu Purana. O Brahmana, one should not consider whether it is proper to eat or not to eat the food, drink, or other things offered to the Lord of the universes. These offerings are spiritual as Lord Vishnu himself is spiritual. Brahmanas who make such distinctions in eating the Lord's prasadam become afflicted with disease and bereft of wife and children. They go to a hell from which they do not easily return. It's interesting how Shastra has to present itself in a way In a way, at least fear is invoked in the human beings. Like a little children. Hare Krishna, Vrindarani Mataji, Hare Krishna, glad you could join. So, children, at least the parent, the mother, if the child is not taking the medicine for the benefit of the child, mother may say, if you don't take this medicine, you do not, you may not see, but so and so would come and just take you away. And this person or that person would just come, appear, grab you away and take you away. So take this medicine now. Instilling fear in the best interest, in the bigger interest of the child, in the higher interest of the child. This fear element, how the Shastra in the fear element. For those people who has thinking of a small child, the small child's consciousness is still sankuchita chetana. It's very still, consciousness is still very curtailed, sankuchita, restricted and predominated by fear. Yeah. And that's why the fear element is used in the best interest of the child. Sankuchita chetana. It's interesting. And so at this, my heart was wounded by wounded, sorry. At this, my heart was wounded by a arrow, and I became despondent. Still, I could not leave the Lord. I so yearned to see. Yeah, thank you. And at this time, some saintly pilgrims come from the southern countries said, in Purushottama Kshetra, Nilachala, by the shore of the salt water ocean, the Lord of the universes, Jagannatha, is splendidly manifest in a spiritual form of wood. And the description by Sanatana Goswami goes on. On the northern shore of the ocean, in Purushottama Kshetra, the supremely blissful personality of Godhead pretends to be made of wood. In the country of Orissa, in Nilachala, in Purushottama Kshetra, the spiritual and blissful personality of Godhead appears as the wooden deity named Lord Jagannatha. Opulent and powerful, he personally protects the kingdom of Orissa. He is glorious. He loves his servants. In Bharatavarsha, in the country of Orissa, in the Bhusvarga, in Purushottama Kshetra, the Lord of the universe is Jagannatha, who makes the devotees fearless, whose pastimes are like those of a human being, and who grants liberation, appears in a form of wood. The goddess of fortune personally cooks for him. When he has eaten, the merciful Lord gives his remnants, which even the demigods cannot obtain, to his devotees. Lord gives his remnants to his devotees, and this cannot be obtained even by the demigods. Yes. And Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the question may be asked, if the Lord eats the food, how is anything left? The answer is found in the word Dayaluna. Although the Lord eats all that is offered to him and leaves no remnants, he mercifully makes it as full as before and then gives it to his devotees. That's beautiful. We haven't heard of mercy being described like this. Mercy made visible now. These remnants, called Mahaprasadam, should be eaten without considering who has touched them or from where they were brought. Yeah, can enough pause here, Mataji. Or maybe, they will read regarding the prasadam. The food cooked by the goddess of fortune, the supreme personality of Godhead eats, is like Lord Vishnu himself. One should not consider whether some unworthy person has touched it or not. Whether old, dried up, or already tasted by someone else, the prasadam of the Lord removes all sins. Skanda Purana states that. Whether touched by people of the lowest caste, people who have no caste, or people born of mixed caste, food once eaten by the Lord of the universes destroys all sins. Anything touched by the Lord becomes so pure. O King, there is no consideration whether or not some unworthy person has touched the Lord's prasadam, for by once touching it, even the most unworthy person is at once purified. O Brahmanas, if one desires liberation, he should eat the Lord's prasadam at once, without considering whether it is the proper time, as one does in Chandrayana Vrata. Yeah. It is so interesting, huh? People, even if it is in the form of rituals, they may not consider if the prasadam is spoiled or not, but they would at once take it. If the ritual is promising some kind of dharma, artha, kama, moksha, then the jiva would not hesitate, but just take it, even if the prasadam is spoiled. Because of the allurement, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, kama and moksha, jiva wouldn't hesitate. Oh, no problem. Even if it is spoiled, I will take it because I'll get dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Because if that's the case, the Chandrayana Vrata is just for a materialistic reason, and the worshipper would just honor the prasadam regardless of it being fresh or spoiled. So, the glory of that place, even and as there becomes a four-armed resident of Vaikuntha. Anyone who goes there once is never born again. Srila Sanatana Goswami quotes Lord Brahma. Oh, the glory of that place of 80 miles. When one goes there, he sees that everyone is a four-armed resident of Vaikuntha. When the demigods in heaven see that the people there are four-armed residents of Vaikuntha holding a conch shell, chakra, and lotus in their hands, again and again they faint. The people who live there are all seen to be four-armed residents of Vaikuntha. Touching the places gives liberation to human beings. Touching those that places give liberation to the human beings. The Supreme Personality of Godhead enjoys pastimes there. Playing as a wooden deity by performing difficult austerities for 100 births, one is able to touch that place and become equal to Lord Vishnu. I heard that when blossoming lotus-eyed Lord Jagannatha is seen, the seer's birth in this world brings a wonderful result never heard of before. Srila Sanatana Goswami quotes the following words spoken by Naramati Prahlad Maharaj in Padma Purana. They who see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who gloriously manifest on the summit of Nilachala Hill, stands before all eyes and is seen by hearing of him, and in other ways also, attain Lord Vishnu's abode. What to speak of they who are like you, conquered by the desire to see him? I at once gave up everything and glorified Lord Jagannatha, set out for the country of Orissa. Well, pause here, Mataji. Thank you. Somehow, yes, we started our journey to Orissa, Jagannathapuri, Shri Kshetra. So we'll continue that tomorrow. But it's amazing. I know the description of the prasadam and how the prasadam is to be, Anna prasadam is to be received. That's all described here, but we already described in the past, right? During the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Not only the Anna Prasadam. One fascinating thing here is when Sanatana Goswami described that the prasadam that was offered is all taken by Lord, eaten by Lord, consumed by Lord. Then how is that we are seeing it again? Oh, because Lord very mercifully manifested everything back again as it was offered originally. That is so wonderful. So wonderful. And anything that is that happens in the life of a devotee that is dependent on the Lord completely, each moment of that life, every event of that life of the surrendered devotee, is actually very carefully and lovingly tailored by Bhagavan. How should I give this moment? How should I give this event to my dear devotee? I like that. It's not yatrachika anymore. And everything, every day, every event of a Sharanagata Bhakta who is so totally absorbed in the loving thoughts of the Lord and is completely dependent on the Lord. And the Lord is very much living in the life of the Sharanagata Bhakta for the devotee. He's so much there. So everything that happens to that and dependent and devotee is very lovingly tailored by the hands of the Lord for the devotee. It's such a wonderful dimension, just the Bhakta and the Bhagwan. So that's why the devotee cannot see it any different. Anything that happens to him in the life, he cannot see it as any different from the Lord's arrangement. How, whatever it might be, so-called pleasure giving or pain giving, whatever it might be, is just a sweet arrangement of his dear Lord for him. And that's how the devotee thinks about the Lord, about everything that happens to him. So, as a prasada of the Lord, loving prasada of the Lord. In this way, he just lives in Vaikuntha at all times, receiving that reciprocations from the Bhagavan as prasada. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I'll ask dear devotees, anything from you before we disperse?
Just want to say thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Rindarani Mataji. Anything in specific, Mataji?
Um, this last thing that you were telling, Mataji, I was just, you know, wondering, like the Sharnagata devotees, you were saying, they look at it as, everything that happens in their life as arrangement of Krishna. In our stage, should we I don't know. I haven't framed the question. That's why I didn't ask. But I'm trying to as I'm talking. So forgive me for this. In our stage, where we're not fully surrendered like that, there is still that thing. And should we take it as, what happens in our life is our own karma playing out? And at the same time, the Lord, because we have taken shelter of Guru and Krishna, and there is some amount of surrender. Um, should we assume that the God Krishna is still sanctioning certain things? I don't know what is the mood that we should adopt, so we are not like faking it in a way, but being very honest. Or should we fake it till we make it? That's the
नहीं,
confusion.
ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे नहीं. We have yes, it is hard. That part is really hard. Faking till making it, especially when something falls upon us. Faking it till we make it prayerfully, that can be done as a matter of cultivation. That as much as we can, as a matter of cultivation, prayerfully, as a matter of cultivation, like that.
Correct.
That is just as a gesture of, oh Lord, please see, I am trying. That like that. It's not an independent effort of I will fake it until I make it. Then वो तो अहंकार बन जाएगा, and we will not be able to make it.
Correct.
Yeah, faking until we make it is prayerfully, Bhagavan. This is my position, but I'm still trying to see that you are pleased. Then that is an act of bhakti beyond ahamkara. So that is there, but that is for those things that we can afford to cultivate.
Correct.
But when something really falls upon us, but whatever is naturally coming from within, like as you just said, I am unable to, I am not so totally dependent on you, my Lord, unfortunately hard-hearted that I don't feel like that. But still, yes, I have heard that, you make use of the karma to bring your devotees close to you. And perhaps this is the case with me, my Lord. So, yes, thank you so very much that you're at least making use of this karma. Very kindly be with me as I walk through it in your direction. So, in that way, including Bhagavan in our life, in our thought, where we stand, from where we stand, including Bhagavan in our thought and in our life in that way.
Yeah.
Tate nukampam susamekshamanam carries the same thing.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So this is my position now, and this has come upon me. But you are so kind that you are giving this memory. Yeah. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. And if it wasn't your mercy and giving this memory to me, why would I be inspired to look at this as your mercy? So, Bhagavan, please take me further. Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Ena? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Agree.
Yeah. Such a personal journey with the Lord. Huh? Such a personal, it's not like a black and white thing. यहाँ पे ऐसे बोले ना शास्त्र में, perhaps I have to do that. इतना it's not so disconnected practice नहीं है.
Correct.
All the shastra is only to guide our inner journey towards the Lord. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice journey if you look at it,
Mm, mm.
it's beautiful.
Mhm.
When we are connected, it is very
Ah,
beautiful.
it is. It
When
is.
we are not connected, it is, oh, Krishna's Maya is just
Oh.
too much. But when we are connected, it is just a fantastic
Ah.
journey.
And whatever
Yeah.
little connection we might be feeling,
Yes.
you know,
Yes. Yes.
we may not be 100% totally
Yes. Agree. Yes.
connected.
We are not there, but even
Ah, you know?
that little bit
Mm,
just
mm.
makes it so easy
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
nice,
yeah,
just so nice. But
yeah.
when that little connection is gone, then it's just
Oh,
dreadful.
bewildering. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. And that's why the prayer, the general prayer, at least my prayer is, if there is anything that you have to
Mm,
do, one thing, one prayer, Bhagwan, please allow me to remember that it is your arrangement. That's all.
correct.
That one single prayer. After that, your wish. अब जो करना है
Correct.
लेकिन वो इतना से याद दिला दो प्लीज that you
Mm,
are
mm,
doing this.
mm, mm, mm,
Then we know, oh, these are the hands of Bhagavan. ठीक है.
mm, mm.
Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you all, dear devotees. Just
Thank you, Mataji, for these last 2 points. Thank you, Vrindarani Mataji, for asking it.
Yeah.
Mataji, it seems to me that I do not even know what to pray and how to pray also. Thank you for saying those words. They are very helpful. And but the second part, as you said, and as Vrindarani Mataji said, is like, we may not be there to pray the way we should be, but wherever we are, being honest with the Lord and whatever connection we have.
Yeah.
And Shastra is just as guidelines. So we are not bewildered by hearing all those big things there. So thank you for both the points, both Matajis.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
The big things are there are our future.
Mhm.
So we don't want to get disconnected.
Mm.
And those are for our attraction, not bewilderment.
Mm.
Oh, वो है क्या? इतना
Mm.
अच्छा होगा क्या? Oh, that's so wonderful. Yes, please. Yes, please. Getting there, getting there. So
Mm,
we do not want to disconnect with that mercy, though it doesn't seem
correct.
to be a possibility for us now. Very important point. Otherwise, without our knowledge, we are disconnecting with the possibility and with the mercy at every step that the Shastra and Sadhu is giving.
Mm.
वो तो
That's a
ग्रेट
very nice
अट्रैक्शन
point.
है, वो तो प्रॉमिस है, वो तो
Yes,
बिविल्डरमेंट पे बात ही नहीं है,
correct,
वो तो बिग पॉसिबिलिटी है.
correct,
Sooner
correct.
or later, it's a matter of possibility, and it is saying this is going to be your future. Come, keep
Yeah,
coming, keep coming.
yeah,
I am
yeah.
making you walk this way. So don't close your eyes, don't shut your
Mm,
doors, don't
mm,
disconnect yourself
mm,
from this mercy. नहीं तो
mm,
वो रियलिटी कब बन जाएगा?
mm, mm. That is very true. Very nice point you said, Mother.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
keep your eye on that possibility that it is there,
yeah,
You
yeah,
have to cross this, but that is there. And,
yeah.
that is what I was thinking. Like I was hearing a speaker also tell that in the material world we desire for so many things, and like, if you actually see, I go to all these corporate, some of these motivational things and all, and it's just, I go because I have to sometimes, but it's really, I can see there is no meaning. But then the thing is, they all achieve it because they have that, they keep that thing and they go and, they dream big and they constantly
They
thinking
consider
about
that as
it. And
a possibility.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, the same thing if we can apply to spiritual life. And actually, that fact, and that, one devotee was sharing that in material life, desire alone you may not get, anything because karma also is there. You should have that prarabdha to get it. But Krishna, you just have to desire. You don't have to have any karma. You desire and he's available, but we don't desire him. We desire, all the other things. And I was like, that's so true.
Yeah, yeah,
Such a simple point. Like what you said, the possibility, if we can keep our eye there,
yes,
if we can just keep our eye there, then this will, we'll tread through it. Yeah, yeah, Krishna, okay, give me more. Let me finish it soon. I want to come there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah.
Thank you for bringing that,
Thank
Mataji.
you. ये तो
Yeah.
इतना ऑटोमेटिक हमारी माइंड ऐसा होता है कि
Mm,
no मैं I don't know if that's maybe this step okay ठीक है just baby step is okay but don't shut the
mm,
doors
mm,
when the
mm,
mercy is
mm,
coming whenever it has to happen however it has to happen in a way we may or may not be able to comprehend like that नहीं तो हम लोग ये we will not be able to connect with the absolute reality that is already present.
mm,
We may think like okay we'll close our eyes थोड़ा सा we are hesitant to open the eyes because ऐसा नहीं थोड़ा सा
mm,
खोल दो है
mm.
यहाँ पे है
It's
reality
well there.
है
Correct, 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 correct.
ट्रिकी माइंड भगवान की दर्शन है यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा
Mm,
खोल दो
mm,
प्लीज आइस
mm, mm.
Anyway, thank you, Mataji. तो
Thank you,
just
Mata,
Mataji, thank you.
for giving that hope. I can,
Mhm.
yes,
Mhm.
then, yeah, so
However
that's a
it
very
has
nice
to
one.
come, however it has to come, it will
Yeah,
come.
it
Yes.
will come. Yeah,
Thank you, Mataji. Just Mataji. But yes, we'll take the first thing wherever we are at this
yeah,
point of time. However we can connect to it, we'll
yeah.
move forward. Yes, that part. Well taken. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you much.
Hare
Right, yeah.
Krishna.
So we'll pass here. Yeah. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय हरे कृष्ण